Hello students, welcome to video lecture on multiple choice questions in Thermodynamics and Statistical Physics of TYBSc Physics course. In this first lecture, I will going to discuss multiple choice questions on kinetic theory of gases. Let us see brief summary. Free path. Between two successive collisions, a molecule is assumed to move with constant velocity in straight line. The straight line path covered by molecule between two successive collisions is called free path. Means suppose in the container we have gas molecules and these are gas molecules. Now this gas molecule it moves here, it collides with another gas molecule. So from this point to this point, path traveled by the particle is straight line and this is called free path. In this way we can find mean free path. So mean free path, the average distance traveled by gas molecule between two successive collisions is called mean free path. So it is given as S upon N. So S is total path traveled in N collisions between N collisions. So it is S upon N. We have two expressions for mean free path. Lambda is equal to 1 upon pi sigma square n. This is called Clausius expression for mean free path, where sigma is radius of molecule and n is number of molecules per unit volume of that container. Another expression that is called Maxwell's expression for mean free path. Lambda is equal to 1 upon root 2 into pi sigma square into n. Now mean free time. So the average time taken by gas molecule between two successive collisions is called mean free time tau. And what is that? Lambda, that is mean free path upon average velocity of the gas molecule. So that it is tau. And collision frequency 1 upon tau, it is called collision frequency. Number of collisions per second. Now the viscosity of gas. The transport of viscosity arises due to the phenomenon of viscosity arises due to transport of momentum. The relation between the coefficient of viscosity and mean free path of a gas molecule is given as eta is equal to 1/3 rho c lambda, where lambda is mean free path, c is RMS velocity, and the c is generally root of 3 RT upon m, where R is gas constant, T is temperature in degree Kelvin, and m is molecular weight of the gas. The phenomenon of thermal conductivity arises due to transport of heat. So coefficient of thermal conductivity is given as K is equal to 1/3 mnc lambda Cv, where m is mass of each molecule, n number of molecules per unit volume, c is RMS velocity, lambda is mean free path, and Cv is heat capacity at constant volume. So it is also equal to 1/3 rho Cv, and we can write this as eta into Cv also. Eta is coefficient of viscosity. So K is equal to 1/3 rho eta into Cv. Diffusion. The phenomenon of diffusion arises due to transport of mass, and coefficient of diffusion is given as D is equal to 1/3 rho into C, or T is equal to 1/3 rho C lambda upon rho, and 1/3 rho C lambda is rho. So we can write this as diffusion is eta upon rho. Now we'll see some multiple choice questions. Before that, we have RMS velocity. We know C is equal to root of 3 RT upon m. Kinetic energy for each molecule, it is mc square. So we can say kinetic energy of molecule is proportional to temperature if we take c square here. Now average kinetic energy, it is 3 by 2 kBt, where kb it is called Boltzmann constant and T is absolute temperature. Now we'll go to multiple choice questions. The Maxwell's expression for mean free path of gas molecules with En be the number of molecules per unit volume of the gas and rho be the diameter of each molecule each. Now this is Maxwell's expression. So Maxwell's expression, if we see this is incorrect, this is incorrect, this is incorrect, this one is correct. Lambda is equal to 1 upon root 2 n pi sigma square. This is mean free path and this is Maxwell's expression. Now Clausius expression for mean free path of gas molecules with n be the number of molecules per unit volume of the gas, rho be the diameter of each molecule each. Now we have seen already lambda is equal to 1 upon pi sigma square n. This is the mean free path, Clausius expression. So this first one is correct. First one is correct. We have seen here 1 upon pi sigma square n. Now next one, the average kinetic energy of gas molecules each. Now average kinetic energy, it is E bar is equal to 3 by 2 kBt. So average kinetic energy is proportional to temperature. So directly proportional to the absolute temperature, inversely proportional to the absolute temperature, directly proportional to the square root of absolute temperature, inversely proportional to the square root of absolute temperature. So this first one is correct. First one is correct. Now next one, consider a gas with density rho and c as the root mean square velocity of its molecules contained in a volume. The pressure exerted by the gas molecules each. Now that pressure exerted, that expression is simply 1/3 rho c square. P is equal to 1/3 rho c square. So here if we see, this last one is correct. Now next one, the RMS velocity of gas molecules is of molecular weight m at absolute temperature T each, and that C, it is root of 3 RT upon m, where R is gas constant, T is absolute temperature and m is molecular weight of that gas. So here this last one is correct. C is equal to root of 3 RT upon m. The temperature of an ideal gas in a closed container is T and the mean kinetic energy is E. If the mean kinetic energy is increased to 6C, what is the temperature of the gas? Now we have seen mean kinetic energy is proportional to temperature. So I can write E1 is proportional to temperature T1, E2 is proportional to temperature T2. So E1 upon E2 is equal to T1 upon T2. So E1 is E, E2 is 6 times E, T1 is T, we have to find T2. So if we find T2 here, so T upon T2 it is 1 by 6. So T2 is equal to 6T. So temperature also becomes 6 times. So second one is correct, 6T. Now the RMS velocity of oxygen molecules at 27 degrees Celsius is 318 meter per second. The RMS velocity of hydrogen molecules at 127 degrees Celsius each. Now let us take, we know C is equal to, that is RMS velocity, that is 3 RT upon M. We can take C0 for oxygen molecules. We can write this as 3 R T0 upon M0 or MO. CO is equal to root of 3 RTO upon MO. And we can take CH is equal to root of 3 RTH upon mH. Here M0, this is molecular weight of oxygen and this is molecular weight of hydrogen gas. Now if we see what is T0, T0 it is 27 degrees Celsius, but we require it in degree Kelvin. So here 27 plus 273, so we get here 300 degree Kelvin. And what is TH? That is 127 degrees Celsius. So 127 plus 273 is equal to 400 degree Kelvin. And M molecular weight of oxygen, it is 32. And molecular weight of hydrogen gas, it is 2. So now here, if we take C0 upon CH is equal to, now we know it is root of 3RT0 upon TO upon MO multiplied by root of MH upon 3RTH. So if we see here, we will get root of T0 MH upon TH MO. Now calculate this. So we will get here, I will take this here. So CO upon CH is equal to now square root of TO is 300 into MH is 2 divided by TH, that is TH is 400 into 32. So we get this as root of 6 upon 128, that is root of 3 upon 8 we will get. So C0 upon CH is equal to root of 3 by 8. So what is CH? CH is equal to 8 C0 upon root 3. Now we know C0 is 380. So we can find CH from this. CH is equal to 8 into 318 divided by root 3. So if we calculate this, you will get this as 1470 meter per second. So this first one is correct. First one is correct. Now next one, a 3-liter container of nitrogen had pressure of 4 atmosphere. What would be necessary to decrease the pressure to 10 atmosphere at the, what volume would be necessary to decrease the pressure to 1 atmosphere at the same temperature? Now we know PV is equal to RT. This is gas equation. So when temperature is constant, PV is constant. So we can say that P is inversely proportional to V. So we can take P1 is inversely proportional to 1 upon V1. P2 is inversely proportional to 1 upon V2. So we can write here P1 upon P2 is equal to, we will get V2 upon V1, inverse relation. Now P1, it is 4 atm. P2 that is 1 atm atmosphere and V1 is 3 liter. V1 is equal to 3 liter. So what is V2? So V2 is P1 V1 upon. So 4 into 3 by 1, that is 12 liter. So here last one is correct, 12 liter. Now following gases are kept at the same temperature. Which gas possesses maximum RMS speed? So four gases are given: oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen and carbon dioxide. And their temperature is same. So which one will have more RMS speed? So we know RMS speed C is root of 3 RT upon M. Since R is constant, T is constant, so C is inversely proportional to root of M. So if M is less, C will be more. Now if we see here, hydrogen molecule has, or hydrogen gas has less molecular weight. So hydrogen gas will have more or maximum RMS speed out of these four. So this third one is correct. Now next one, an ideal gas exerts a pressure P. The mean kinetic energy per unit volume is E. Which of the following is correct? P is equal to E, P is equal to E by 2, P is equal to 2 by 3E, and P is equal to, sorry, uh, here I will take 3 by 2E. 3 by 2, 3 by 2E. So here, which one is correct? So we will solve this. We know what is pressure. Pressure is given as, it is 1/3 N M C square by V, where V is volume, C is RMS speed, M is mass of each molecule, and N, this is number of molecules in the container. So we can write this as 1/3 N by V into, I can write 1/2, 2 into 1/2 mc square. Now 1/2 mc square, it is kinetic energy of each molecule. So I will get here 2 by 3 N by V into kinetic energy of each molecule. Now for N molecules it is Ne, and per unit volume. So here we take this as average. So per unit volume we get 2 by 3, where E, it is N E bar upon V. N E bar upon V. This is the relation. So third one is correct. 1/2 mc square, that is average kinetic energy for each molecule. N number of molecules in the container, and V is volume of the container. So from that we can find relation. Is here is energy per unit volume, and E bar is average kinetic energy. Now next one, the pressure of an ideal gas in a vessel is P. The gas is heated at constant volume until the RMS velocity of the gas molecules is doubled. What is the new pressure of the gas? Now we will see relation between pressure and RMS velocity. P is equal to 1/3 rho C square. Now rho is density of the gas, C is RMS speed. Now here volume is constant, so density will remain constant. So P is proportional to C square. So P is proportional to root of 3 RT upon M. Now, so P, so here we know P, so P is proportional to C square. Now I can write P1 is proportional to C1 square, P2 is proportional to C2 square. So P1 upon P2 is equal to, I can take C1 upon C2 and square of this. Now we want RMS velocity to be double. So I can write P1 upon P2 is equal to C1 upon 2C1 square. So we get here P1 upon P2 is equal to 1 by 4. So P2, it is 4 times P. Now P1 is P, so P2 is 4 times P. So D is correct. D is correct. Now next one. The RMS velocity of the molecules of an ideal gas is T at a temperature of 100 degree Kelvin. At what temperature RMS velocity is double? Now we know C is equal to root of 3 RT upon M. So we can say C is proportional to root of T. So at temperature 100 degree Kelvin we have velocity C. So C upon C1 I can take root of T upon root of T1. Now T is equal to 100. And what is C1? C1 we want velocity to be double. So 2C. So I can write C upon 2C is equal to root of 100 upon root of T1. So square. So I will get 1 half is equal to root of 100 by T1. Just square this. If we square this, we get 1 by 4 is equal to 100 upon T1. So what is T1? T1 is equal to 4 into 100. So it is 400 degree Kelvin. So this one is correct. 400 degree Kelvin is correct. So this is correct answer. Now find the ratio of average kinetic energy per molecule of oxygen and hydrogen at the same temperature. We know kinetic energy of gas, it is 3 by 2 kBT. So here E bar is proportional to T. It is independent of mass. So here ratio will be 1:1 because temperature is same though mass is changing. So 1:1. Now next one, that is 14. Two boxes A and B contain an equal number of molecules of the same gas. If the molecules are, if the volumes are VA and VB, and lambda A and lambda B denote respective mean free paths, then lambda A is equal to lambda B, lambda A upon VA is equal to lambda B upon VB, lambda A upon VA raised to 1/3 is equal to lambda B upon VB raised to 1/3, and next one lambda A VA is equal to lambda B VB. Now here means we have two containers. This is first container A and its volume is VA, and we have second container B and its volume is VB. And see here equal number of molecules. So suppose N be the number of molecules here, Na, and Nb, that is number of molecules here. Then see mean free path, it is equal to, we know relation. What is mean free path? 1 upon root 2 pi sigma square n. This is Maxwell's relation. Now see here, molecules are same, so diameter will be same. So lambda is proportional to what? 1 upon n. N is number density, that is number of molecules per unit volume. So I can write lambda A is proportional to 1 upon Na, and lambda B is proportional to 1 upon Nb. Now what is Na? Na is equal to Na upon Va. And what is Nb? Nb is equal to capital Nb upon Vp. But what is given here? Equal number of molecules. So Na will be equal to Nb. So what happens here? If we take lambda A is proportional to 1 upon N by Va, and lambda B is proportional to 1 upon N by Vp. So lambda A is proportional to Va, lambda B is proportional to Vp, and if we calculate this, lambda A upon lambda B will be equal to Va upon Vp. Or we can write lambda A upon Va will be equal to lambda B upon Vp. So here, so this second one is correct. Lambda A upon Va is equal to lambda B upon Vp. Now next one, the coefficient of viscosity of gases is given as, it is simply 1/3 rho c lambda. Rho is density, c is RMS velocity, lambda is mean free path. Now the viscosity of gas molecules is due to transport of, it is due to transport of momentum. The thermal conductivity of gas molecules is due to transfer of energy, mass, momentum, none of the above. Transfer of heat means transfer of energy. Thermal conductivity of gas molecules is due to transportation of energy. The temperature at which the motion of particles theoretically ceases means the particles are at rest. We know C RMS velocity, that is root of 3 RT upon M. So C equal to 0. This is possible only when T is equal to 0 and we take temperature in degree Kelvin. So 0 degree Kelvin. So this third one is correct. C is equal C 0 degree Kelvin. The gas has, next one, the gas has certain RMS velocity when the temperature of the gas is 0 degrees Celsius. The temperature of the gas at which root mean square velocity will be twice. So here I will take C1, that is root of 3 RT1 upon M, where T1 is 0 degrees Celsius, means it is 273 degree Kelvin. And I can take C2, that is 3 R T2 upon M, and I have to find T2, for which C2 is 2 times C1. So C1, C is proportional to root of T, so I will get C1 upon C2 is equal to root of T1 upon T2. So we will get C1 upon 2 C1, it is equal to root of 273 by. So we get here 1/2 is equal to root of 273 by T2. So T2 is equal to, we will get 1/4 is equal to 273 by T2. So what is T2? T2 is 4 into 273 degree Kelvin. So we get here T2 is equal to 1092 degree Kelvin. If we see temperatures are given in degree Celsius. So 1092 minus 273 degree Celsius. So we'll get 819 degree Celsius. So this third one is correct. Now the relation between coefficient of thermal conductivity and coefficient of viscosity of the gas. It is simply K is equal to eta into Cv. Eta is coefficient of viscosity and this is specific heat at constant volume. So this last one is correct. K is equal to eta into Cv. The equation of coefficient of thermal conductivity is given as. Now we have here K is equal to eta Cv. Eta is 1/3 rho C lambda. So this last one is correct. K is equal to 1/3 rho C lambda into Cv. Now the viscosity of gas, coefficient of viscosity of gas, that is eta, is directly proportional to the absolute temperature, inversely proportional to the absolute temperature, directly proportional to the square root of absolute temperature, inversely proportional to the square root of absolute temperature. Now we know what is eta. Eta is given as, you know, eta is 1/3 rho lambda into C. Now C is equal to root of 3 RT upon M. So if we use this here, we will observe that N is proportional to root of T. So eta is proportional to or directly proportional to the square root of absolute temperature. So this third one is correct. Now next one, what will be the number of collisions per second of molecule of a gas having mean free path 1.876 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter. So this is mean free path and RMS speed of the molecule as 511 meter per second. So we know average time between two collisions. It is simply mean free path upon RMS velocity. So number of collisions, that is F is equal to C upon lambda and this is per second. Now we know lambda it is in meter, velocity it is in meter per second. So this is average time between two collisions. So F is C upon lambda. So we get F is equal to C is 511 upon 1.876 into 10 raised to minus 7. So we can find this as 511 upon 1.876 into 10 raised to 7 per second. Now if we calculate this, we will get this first one. 2.72 into 10 raised to 9 per second. Now the next one, the coefficient of viscosity is 8.6 into 10 raised to minus 5 CGS units at temperature 300 degree Kelvin. What will be the coefficient of viscosity when temperature is quadrupled? Now we know coefficient of viscosity is proportional to root of temperature. Now what is given here? Temperature is quadrupled. So I can write eta 1 upon eta 2 is equal to root of T1 upon T2. Now what is given? T1 is 300 degree Kelvin and T2 is quadrupled, means 4 times T1. So we get here eta 1 upon eta 2 is equal to root of T1 upon 4 T1, so 1 by 4. So eta 1 upon eta 2 is equal to 1 half. So what is eta 2? So we will get eta 2 is equal to 2 times eta 1. Now eta 1 we know. So eta 2 is equal to 2 into 8.6 into 10 raised to minus 5 in CGS unit. So we'll get this last one. This one is correct. This one is correct. Now the average kinetic energy of molecules is E is equal to E bar is equal to 3 by 2 kBT. So this one is correct. Now last one. The diffusion of gas molecules is due to transportation of. Now due to transportation of mass. So keep in mind viscosity due to momentum, thermal conductivity due to heat or energy, and diffusion, it is due to mass, transport of mass from one place to another place. So this is about multiple choice questions in kinetic theory of gases. So I request you, if you like my lecture, I request you to subscribe this channel by pressing this red subscribe button and also press like button. In next lecture, I will discuss multiple choice questions on Maxwell's equations. Thanks very much.